it's always hard to decide what to do, what to sing, you know. But I was thinking about, somehow when I'm in the Songmakers group, and I guess because it was a long time ago, Jon Stewart was a big influence on me. And he did some concerts when I was in college. And if you know Jon Stewart, how many of you know Jon Stewart was? He was a member of the Kingston Trio, and then he had a solo career when we were in college. And then he wrote a lot of great songs, a lot of great albums, and I learned all those albums. And then in around 2000, just before he died, I opened for him on 2 different occasions at the Coffee Gallery backstage. So I got to talk to him. You know, it was interesting because he was saying how he had this this huge concert that he did, and everybody was yelling at, "Do Kingston Trio, do Kingston Trio." You know, he was feeling very, you know, like his career, solo career, like didn't seem to matter. You know, he was feeling, he wondered if it made a difference. But I tell you, I think he was a great writer, and this is one of his songs that I used to play back about 25 years ago. There was an article the other day in the San Francisco Chronicle, which of course I forgot to say, but it's about a lady who lived in the good old days, when a century was born and a century had died. And of those days the old lady replied, "We was just a lot of people doing the best we could." She said the old days were just a lot of people doing the best they could. And then the old lady added that they did it pretty up and walking good. Whatever happened to the people in the old photographs? I mean the boys. Boys, hell, they were men who stood knee deep in the Johnstown mud in the time of that terrible flood. And they listened to the water, that awful noise. And then they put away the dreams that belonged to little boys. And the sun, it is going down for Mr. Bowie as he's singing with his class of 1902. Oh, Mother Country, I do love you. I once knew a man named E.A. Stewart, spelled S-T-U-A-R-T. And he had one of the finest horses I think I've ever seen. And he called her Sweetheart on Parade. And she was easily the finest horse that the good Lord ever made. But old E.A. Stewart, he knew he was going blind. And he said, before I go, I gotta drive her one more time. So the people came from miles around, and they stood around the ring. You know, no one said a word. No one said a thing. Here they come, old E.A. Stewart, the wagon right behind, and he's driving her stone blind. And would you look at her? Why, she never looked finer or win better than today. It's E.A. Stewart and the old campaigner, sweetheart on parade, and the people cheered. Why, I saw a grown man break right down and cry. And you know it was just a little while later. Yeah, just a little while later that old E.A. Stewart died. And the sun, it is going down for Mr. Bowie as he's singing with his class of 19-2. Oh, Mother Country, I do love you. Oh, Mother Country, I do